Oh, Fauci. Fauci and the NIH, or whatever the fuck he runs. Yeah, he runs the NIH, and sort of, okay. But Dr. Francis Collins, he magically stepped down before everything that, the second wave of shit that happened with Fauci, because his emails were already out there, but a whole bunch of other goofy stuff where it was, confirmed by the NIH, it came out, and he had already issued his resignation letter. Then NIH removes language of gain of function from its website amid criticism over funding Chinese research. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see what this is about. National Institutes of Health altered a key portion of the website last week to keep in time. It's closed to Congress that experiments and funded in China met the definition of gain of function. Federal agency had a detailed explanation of gain-of-function research on its site, noting that the terms refers to any research that modifies a biological agent so that it confers new or enhanced activity to that agent. But the explanation was wiped out between October 19th and 21st, possibly ahead of the NIH's most recent disclosures on October 20th about research it funded in China that increased the potency of a virus by modifying it. Wow, actually performing gain-of-function research, but yeah, we can't really say we did, or we don't really need to, because if Fauci admitted that the NIH actually funded gain-of-function research, then he would be found to be perjuring himself in front of Congress, and that would just be way too sticky of a situation for the federal government's highest paid employee. The updated page now says, reference only the type of research, that research involving enhanced potential pandemic pathogens, that's a new one, Puppies, is a type of so-called gain-of-function, GOF, for everybody in the know, research. Shouldn't that O be in lowercase because you don't capitalize little adjoining words? What do I know? I didn't have to write up a description in a haste. It claims that the vast majority of gain-of-function research does not involve Puppies and falls outside the scope of the oversight required for research involving Puppies. Obviously, this is a massive amount of oversight involving research on Puppies is governed by the framework issued by the United States government in late 2017 on the same day that the NIH lifted its years-long funding pause on most gain-of-function research. Wow, all of a sudden, all of that governmental red tape gets dropped, and then you guys, okay, just to potentially cover your ass in the future. No, we aren't immediately going back to gain-of-function research. We're going to do whatever the fuck EPPP stood for. Oh, enhanced potential pandemic pathogens. Yeah, we're going to do some research on that type of stuff. Not gain-of-function, though, guys. Come on now. Actually, it was gain-of-function, and Collins admitted it. Well, he kind of said the quiet part out loud. He didn't outright admit it, because obviously they don't want to implicate themselves and spend the rest of their withered lives in jail. It's not like they would anyways. The Department of Justice isn't going to fucking prosecute any of these assholes. They have kids, or they have parents with them. Abused kids that they need to look after. Francis Collins appeared to acknowledge this week that the U.S. agency that heads funded gain of research experiments in Wuhan, China, which runs counter to claims that he and a subordinate made earlier this year. The National Institute of Health, the agency Collins directs, revealed that last week the money it gave to EcoHealth Alliance supports risky experiments in the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China that some experts said met the definition of gain of function. No, all of them would, until they fucked up the definition. The term gain of function generally refers to, we already know that, both Collins and Fauci, who head the NIAID, claimed earlier this year that the NIH didn't fund gain of function research in China. Neither NIH nor NIAID have ever approved any grants that would have supported gain-of-function research on coronaviruses. Collins said in May. What did he have to say now, though? Collins was pressed for a statement during an appearance on CNN this week. It's past week, obviously. EcoHealth did some things that they should have told us about, but they did not have the kind of gain-of-function research that requires special high-level oversight, he said. Oh, okay. NIH was asked if they wanted to clarify his remarks, which appeared to undercut Fauci's previous comments. Renette Miles, a spokeswoman for Collins, told the Epoch Times in an email that gain-of-function research is done all the time. Okay, so Oh man, these corrupt motherfuckers. You think when he got them caught red-handed, obviously this is what this is, they aren't gonna get fucking charged with anything. Nothing's gonna happen with them, okay? Listen, I especially want this motherfucker hanged for this because this is just despicable. There's no reason for it, and I'm glad somebody brought it to light, but it's actually worse than what was first reported, sorry, because it was only like non-aggressive 6 digits that went to funding the swarming of aphids or different bugs to kill beagles just to see how it would react, and then because the dogs were making too much of a fuss, they cut their vocal cords. Like, this story sucks. But how a watchdog group exposed the role of Anthony Fauci in funding abusive animal experiment. Americans have been horrified to learn about the sadistic experiments on dogs funded by the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, directed by Dr. Anthony Fauci. A group called White Coat Waste Project, which is devoted to exposing and ending wasteful government spending on animal experimentation, reported on a lab in Tunisia conducted NIAID-funded experiments in which beagles were eaten alive by sandflies. Yep. God. The hashtag #FireFauci and Fauci-allied dogs died dominated Twitter for a while until they, knocked him off of their perch, and 24 lawmakers from both parties issued a letter calling for the immediate investigation, as thousands marked their dogs safe from Anthony Fauci on social media. It seems that Fauci, known to be adroit, I'm not smart enough for that word, in handling the press, has a public relations disaster on his hand. In addition, this publicity has shown a spotlight on government-funded animal abuse. Yeah, it's actually worse. It's really worse. Fauci's division of NIH spent $424,000 on cruel puppy experiments. Dr. Anthony Fauci's division of the NIH spent $424,000 on cruel experiments, which involved drugging puppies and allowing hungry, disease-ridden flies to eat them alive. Oh. According to the nonprofit watchdog group, very appropriate naming, organization, yes, White Coat Waste Project, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases contributed $424,000 to inhumane experimentation. Actually, $424,455 if we need to get down to the penny. Details of the experiments reveal the beagles were vocalizing in pain during the process. According to the reports, the dogs had their vocal cords removed to eliminate the issue. Wouldn't you think that that's a sign that you should probably, rethink your morals on this? Like, what's to be gained by this experimentation, okay? If you have a legitimate reason for this, couldn't you have picked an uglier breed of dog? Beagles are so cute. This would not be the first time the Fauci's division has funded abusive dogs. Of course. In 2016, the WC... Oh my God, was Scott Steiner down there? Oh no, Rick Steiner was down there. That's how he got the nickname. Exposed how his NIH division was wasting tax dollars to buy beagle puppies and strapping capsules full of infected flies to their bare skin. Oh, and the organization noted. Awesome. The report prompted other issues related to animal abuse the hands of the NIH to resurface. As Breitbart News reported Monday, the NIH has also spent millions of taxpayer dollars conducting psychological torture experiments on primates. Hey, you leave the Democrats out of this. The non-profit watchdog group, White Coat Waste Project, released a video last year showing one of the experiments in which researchers essentially gave monkeys brain damage and practiced psychological torture to fake snakes and spiders. In December 2019, the WCW sued the National Institute of Health after it refused to release videos and other materials related to wasteful and bizarre psychological experiments on primates that have cost taxpayers nearly $100 million since 2007. Jesus. The video's Chiron reads, adding that some of the experiments have been continuously funded for over 40 years. Yeah. Have you seen how full the SPCA is? They're just, the NIH is just trying to help. Dude, if this is one of those situations that arises, it's like, okay, all of this the puppy torture shit that Fauci contributed to, if this is like an Andrew Cuomo type situation where, oh yeah, he had to step down because he was grabbing asses, not that he killed a whole bunch of people's grandparents in nursing homes. If this is what takes down Fauci, I'd be depressed, but not so much, because this is fairly reprehensible. It still isn't as bad as how many people he killed with his flip-flopping on positions, or how tyrannical he's been over the past 20, just about going on 21 months, but I'd take it. I'd definitely take it at this point. And also, just get him to resign in disgrace so he can just, lose his pension and stuff. That would be great. Not that I'm greedy or anything. I just hope he gets treated to a retirement home, mostly where the accommodations look something like that. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. And thanks for putting up with my less than stellar attitude. Really trying. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.